Waheguru Ji Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So we're here at the Neuve Chappelle Memorial in France. Obviously it's humbling to see the names of the people that came over here all this way, and it's cold now, it's November, and how cold it must have been for them when they were over here. And a lot of them obviously died here, you know, living for a cause that in many ways the youth of the UK, of Canada, Britain, America, these are the youth that read about the First World War, Second World War all the time, and you've got to wonder how many of them know about the sacrifices that the Sikhs also made, and maybe even felt that temperature that's over here right now, and see how it must have been for those Singhs that came this far. Not even just the Singhs, we're talking about the Hindus, the Muslims, you know, that were in the employ of the British Army. I have a story that I always think about the First World War, Second World War. Those Singhs, they came over here with their gurdwaras. They brought their Granthi Singhs with them as well. They had Guru Granth Sahib Ji here, and they would do part, they would sing Kirtan, they would get their strength from Bani. And there was a story, and it was a lady who was telling a story. She'd come with her father. They were both Amritari, but they were both white British. And she told a story about her father, about when he was an officer in the Second World War, and they were out here in France with his Sikh regiment, and the Singhs, they got to a point where the regiment of the Singhs was pretty much was a bit forward of the main body of the troops, and the Germans had encircled it, and they'd basically been trapped inside enemy lines, and they had to get back to their own line. But the problem is that there was no way out, and the Singhs thought, well, we've got, the Germans don't know we're here yet, but very soon they will do, but we don't know how to get out of here. And instead of like what most people might think, which is like panicking or trying to find out a place, they said, well, we've got to find the right place, let's do an Akhand Path. Now that's the shudder those people had, that even in that situation where other people might say, well, religion is not going to help us now, they said no, the Guru will help them. And so they did Akhand Path, and Akhand Path is the unbroken reading of Guru Granth Sahib Ji over 48 hours. And actually, no, it's not 48 hours, but it can be done over, that's roughly how long it takes. And they did the whole Akhand Path, and actually there was a mistake in the Akhand Path, and the general, he said that he'd had a dream, and somebody told him there was a mistake, and so they did it again. Now can you imagine this? Now they did 2 Akhand Paths the second time, and it was done properly, because one of the things had basically gotten a bit lax during the Akhand Path and then not done it properly. So that came to the attention in a dream of somebody, having their faith, they did it again. This time the commanding officer had a dream about a Singh on a horse, and who'd been pointing him towards one particular part of the forest, and sort of said, follow me this way. Now as he told the Singhs in the next day, the soldiers, that look, he was a white guy, he was the officer actually, and he was the person in the story. He'd said, look, I saw this person. As he described it, they realized it was Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Maharaj had come to him and said, follow me through this bit of the forest. And those Sikhs said, well, that's what we must do. We must follow through that bit of the forest. And they actually did. And that was the one spot that at that time wasn't defended. And they did get through back to their own lines, and they were all saved. And that white officer realized that Guru Gobind Singh Ji saved his life, and he told him to follow him. And so actually he decided to follow Guru Gobind Singh Ji for the rest of his life. He became Amritari Khalsa, and his daughter also became one. So this was a story that I heard, really inspired me to make people think that actually, Maharaj is always with us. Guru Arjan Dev Ji said to us, their parting words to us were, Guru mere sang, sada hai nale, simar simar te sada samale. So Guru is always with us, always. And those Sikhs, they kept that word, they took it to be 100% true. And they recognized their Guru as being with them all the time. And Guru Sahib always protects. Apne balin aap rakhin par Brahm Gurdev. He protects his children. So it's up to us whether we want to listen to him and reach out to him. Maharaj is always there. So these things believed in that, and look at how it showed off, how it actually helped them. And look at the officer as well. He realised that Guru Gobind Singh Ji was not somebody just to save his life, but someone to follow, not just for this physical life, but also for the spiritual life. So, Maharaji ki kripa hegi hai. I hope that the Sikhs of the future also start to make the name for themselves. You know, that they make a. It's going to be through shahidis. We have to accept that. But if they also, you know, make when the time is right for the world, and the need is there, that the Sikhs step forward and show the world what the Khalsa is here for. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.